sneaking around in a skin-tight safety orange dress. It's my fiancée stealing niece, Natalie.
See you too, Uncle Todd.
From what I understand, you don't live here anymore.
You're right, I moved out.
So you're trespassing. I should call the cops. Hello? Is this the Lambview Police Department? Is there anybody there that I could speak to? Someone who hasn't slept with Natalie?
You're judging me? It's pretty funny. I mean, it would be if you had your facts straight. Who you been talking to, Jess?
Yeah. And, after what she said, I'm surprised to see you here.
Well, I came for Liam's jacket. I left it when I moved out. Thought I could sneak in the house without running into anybody, but I wasn't aware that Mom got an attack dog.
If you really wanted to stick it to your twin, stealing her fiancé and then moving in with him, it's a great kind of 1-2 combination.
Yes, well, at least I didn't kill my twin. Just more than I can say for you.
I didn't kill my twin, although I really wanted to. And your friends, your really good friends at the police department, they agree with me because they kicked me loose. They got nothing on me. They can't prove that I had anything to do with Victor's death.
Oh, once we get the murder weapon.
You're gonna cross me right off the list, because I didn't do it. I didn't fire the weapon. I only gave the gun to Louis.
Louis. Right, down at the docks. I heard about that one. And then John sent Brody down to the docks, and guess what? No Louis, no gun.
Yeah, that's because your boyfriend Brady, he's not a very good police officer. Either that or he wasn't looking for Louis.
Are you saying that Brody would bury evidence?
I don't know. You think Brandy's got it in for me?
He doesn't even know you.
Exactly. So why don't you all stop behaving like little children pointing fingers and be grown-up cops and find the weapon and clear my name? I spent 8 years locked up. I have no intention of ever going back to a cell.
Please. Uncle Todd that we all know and love would do anything to stay out of jail. He'd destroy evidence, buy out a judge, whatever it takes. I mean, what's a little thing like a murder conviction to stand in your way?
You have children now, right? You have a child? And you still don't get it? I didn't see my kids for 8 years. Now that I'm finally with them, the last thing I need is them thinking that I killed their so-called father, especially Jack.
After the murder, you put an APB out on Todd Manning, the real Todd Manning. Why?
You want coffee?
Okay. Victor said Blair was worried. About Todd? Was she thinking maybe he would do something?
That's what it sounds like.
You think Todd Manning killed his own brother?
We were looking for him in connection with a missing gun. So obviously he had opportunity and he had motive, but now gun's missing and until we find it, we don't have enough to hold him.
But you haven't ruled him out either. I wish that message told us more.
Yeah. It's good though. I'm gonna need to hang on to your phone for a couple days.
That's no problem, but you gotta do me a favor. Don't look at the photos. Me and Viv found a lagoon in the trees, and let's just say we had our birthday suits on.
Say no more. All right, they're safe with me, all right? Hey, thank you for coming down. Thanks for bringing me this.
I want this guy caught.
Yeah, me too. Hey, you still have your offices down at the waterfront?
Yeah.
You know Louis, homeless guy, hangs out at the docks?
Yeah, everybody knows Louis. Why? You don't think Louis shot Victor Lord?
No, but Manning says he gave Louis the gun. All right, now Louis disappeared. That gun could clear Manning.
Or sink him. I'll keep my eyes open.
Thanks, my man. All right, see you.
I know it sounds convenient that Dad would just give his gun away to some guy, but the truth is that he would never hit you.
What are you talking about? He hit me at Dad's office.
But that's because he thought you were...
Yeah? No, go ahead, say it. Because he thought I was Dad. He only hit me because he was trying to get back at Dad.
No, he wanted his life back. He wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Star, I know you keep saying that I was too young to remember, too young to know the real Todd Manning. That he's this great guy who totally understood you. Maybe he was. But he spent 8 years locked in a cell, drugged and tortured. Who knows what kind of man he is now? Once you start messing with his brain. He blamed Dad for everything. He wanted him dead, and he got his wish.
Look, you had plenty of reasons to resent our dad even before Victor was shot. All I'm asking you to do is to just not jump to conclusions. Let the police investigate.
Police? Are you serious? They hated Dad.
John McBain is an honest cop, and you know that. Why do you think Victor called him McBain? The police will find out who did this, I promise.
I know who did this. It was Scarface.
No, you're hurt right now. And you want to feel like you're doing something by finding out who killed Victor. But it won't bring him back. I know how much you loved him and relied on him. He bailed you out more than once, probably when he shouldn't have. And you trusted him, and it feels horrible without him. I feel the same exact way.
Don't give me that.
I loved it. He was my father too, Jack. For 8 years, I loved him. I wouldn't have put up with what he did to Cole and me. I would have told him to go to hell. But you can't solve this. You have to let yourself grieve. And think about giving Dad a chance. You're going to need a father now that Victor is gone. And you're lucky that you have one.
I wouldn't count on Jack coming onto your side. It sounds like he's in Victor's camp.
More like he hates me.
Wonder why.
I don't know. I don't. The only crime that I've committed is not getting to be the guy that raised him. And that wasn't even my fault. I would do anything for my kids. And you used to know that about me. In fact, the only thing that kept me going when I was locked up was the thought of my children. I was wondering, what were they wearing to school? Does Star know how to drive? Does Jack know how to throw a spiral? What were they like for their birthday? It was very, very difficult.
Sorry.
Yeah, so am I. And now Jack, he thinks that I knocked him out and took the keys and stuck into his house and killed the only father that he's ever known. And I hate that. That kills me. I would never do anything like that to Jack. Jack loved Victor, even though, from what I hear, Victor wasn't much of a father.
I'll agree with you on that. Victor let Jack get away with murder. Literally.
What are you talking about? Murder? Jack's just a kid.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you should talk to Blair about this.
No, hold on. I'm talking to you about this. Okay, when I first got back to town, I read something about Jack being accused of something, but that was it. The charges were dropped.
They were.
He was guilty.
That's for a jury to decide. Unfortunately, it didn't get that far.
He's my son. Please tell me, what are you talking about? What happened?
Fine. Jack's a bully. He likes to pick on weaker kids. This past year, he picked on my nephew, Shane, who's had a lot of problems. You know, he had cancer and asthma, and I mean, he's the kind of kid who likes to spend his free time drawing, okay? And Jack and his friends just continued to bully him until Shane's life got so miserable he tried to kill himself.
God.
Yeah. And it didn't stop. They continued to bully him, and then they tried to lure him into this vacant house, but Gigi, Shane's mom, intercepted the message and wanted to confront Jack. And Jack locked her in the basement, where she died of carbon monoxide poisoning.
I don't believe you.
Well, it only gets worse, because Victor didn't want his kid to go to jail, so he paid off another father to have his kid confess, and Jack walked.
This is all my fault. This is my fault. If I'd been there for Jack, none of this would have happened.
I'm not giving Scarface a chance. He killed my father.
What if you're wrong? You don't have any proof.
Neither do you.
Is this a good time?
She'll come in. It's fine.
I wanted to pay my respects to your family. And my mother, she wouldn't let me come empty-handed.
What is it?
Enchilada casserole.
It sounds great. Tell your mother that we said thank you. There's nothing like good comfort food.
You got that right. And about your dad, I mean your uncle. I worked with him a long time. He was a tough boss, but he was fair, and he paid me well. And he sure did love you kids.
Thank you.
And you should know that Lieutenant McBain is working around the clock. He's gonna find whoever did this.
Oh, we know who did this.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. He's just angry.
Understood. I just wish that voicemail I gave the lieutenant could be more helpful.
A voicemail?
Victor Lord was leaving me a message when he was shot. I got the whole thing on my phone.
Once a kid leaves in the morning, most parents have no idea what they're doing. You can't blame yourself. You weren't even here.
I made a promise to myself that I would never let my kids go through the kind of things that I had to go through when I was their age. That they'd never have to deal with the guilt of having done something wrong. Killing someone is not the kind of guilt that a kid is prepared to deal with. And I can't even talk to him because he hates me, because he thinks that I killed the only father that he's ever known, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do.
Prison really did a number on you.
I guess. Why? What does that mean?
I'm just saying that the Todd I used to know, well, I mean, he wouldn't let anything stop him, especially when it came to his kids. I mean, he wouldn't let anything get in the way from helping them, but I guess you've gotten used to giving up.
Yeah, you're right. I hate to admit it. Thank you for telling me, and thank you for listening to me.
Won't happen again.
Tell your boyfriends at the police department to stop eating jelly donuts and go find the gun.
He was leaving me a message about wanting to hire me. Then there was a shot.
You heard the murder?
Yeah.
What did he say? Did he say anything that would lead you to who did this?
Not really.
What exactly did he say?
He just said a couple of things. Just who's there, and then I guess he saw the gun because he said, "What the hell are you doing here?" Then the shot.
Oh my God.
John's all over it. You're gonna be okay.
And everyone is railroading my dad, but I swear to you that he did not do this.
They're not gonna arrest your dad or anyone without the gun. They don't have anything else that'll stick. Unless an eyewitness comes forward. Todd has nothing to worry about.
Dad, what's up?
Dorian's gone, right?
Oh, I'm sure she missed you
Good. I
too.
need to talk to Jim.
Good luck with that.
Why? What happened?
Because he is really, really angry.
You know, it's one thing to lose the only father that you've ever known and be sad. It's another thing entirely to blame me for it.
Well, trust me, I've tried talking to him and he won't listen to me.
So I'm not his dad, and I'm nothing but a murderer.
Basically.
Where is he?
I think he's upstairs.
Can you go get him for me? I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
What?
Look at you.
I know, right?
I
No
know.
one improved dad. Thanks, Shorty.
Not so short anymore.
Hey!
Hey, found Liam's jacket.
Yes, I did.
Did you run into anybody?
Yeah, my Uncle Todd. We were talking.
About what?
Well, it's just about family and kids and you know what? I'm starting to think that he didn't shoot his brother.
Where's Jack?
He wasn't upstairs. He must have gone out.
So, what the hell are you doing here?
Hey, McBain.
Go back outside and knock.
But I have to tell you something.
Hey, you got a hand? Go back outside and use one of them to knock on that door. Come on in.
I remember what happened. The night my dad was murdered, I know who did it. It was Scarface, the guy who calls himself Todd Manning.